Next topic, refraction through a rectangular glass slab. Here refraction through a rectangular glass slab. In case of rectangular glass slab, how the refraction is going to happen? For this, I am taking first of all a glass slab. This is a glass slab in form of rectangular shape. This is the glass slab. It has two surface. This is the surface 1. This is the surface 2. This is the upper surface. This is the lower surface of the glass slab. I am taking upper surface of the glass slab. I am drawing a normal line. This is the normal line on the upper glass slab. So name of the glass slab is PQRS. This is the name of the glass slab. This is the normal. When light is incident on the rectangular glass slab, it is reaches to the glass slab like this with incident angle I1. Okay. So here two mediums are there. This is the air medium. This is the which medium? Glass medium. This is the medium 1, this is the medium 2. Now I am lightly extending normal towards into the glass slab. This is the normal line. If suppose there is no glass slab, what is the direction of the light? Light is traveling straight line. For example, if there is no glass slab, so light is traveling in straight line without bending. Okay. If you place a glass slab, rectangular glass slab, what happened? The medium can be changed, air medium to glass medium. When light is traveling from one medium to another medium, we are already studied the laws, it to travel bending. Here air medium is there. Air medium we can treat it as the rarer medium. Glass medium we can treat it as the denser medium. So when light is traveling from rarer medium to denser medium, light bending towards the normal line. This is the normal line. Light bending towards the normal line. So the actual path of the light is direction. It is bending towards the normal line. So here angle is R1. R1 is the refraction angle. I1 is the incident angle. R1 is the refracted angle. Okay. This is one refraction on upper surface of the glass slab. Coming to lower surface of the glass slab. Now I am taking here point as the M. Okay. Now I am coming to lower surface of the glass slab. So the refraction light is travel to reach the point at here. At this point I am again drawing the normal line. So normal line is like this. This is the normal line. At normal line extended towards into the glass slab. Okay. Now observe here, this is the glass medium, this is the again air medium. Now light traveling from glass medium to air medium. So glass medium means denser medium, air medium means rarer medium. When light travel from denser medium to rarer medium, light traveling away from the normal. Away from the normal means this is the direction of the light. Here angle is R2. Here angle is I2. Okay, I1, I2, R1, R2. I1, I2 are the incident angle, R1, R2 are the refracted angles. I am taking here point as L. Okay, this is the N dash. This is the diagram. In this diagram, two refractions going to happen. This is the first refraction, this is the second refraction. We already knows that when light is traveling from one medium to another medium, it follows the two laws. First law says that when light is traveling from one medium to another medium, it travel bending. Next, second law says that the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to sine of angle of refraction is equal to constant. That constant we named as the refractive index. First law is verified. I am applying the second law. Second law means we called as the Snell's law. According to Snell's law says that I am applying Snell's law at point M. At point M, I am applying the Snell's law. How we are going to apply this Snell's law? The ratio of sine of incident angle at point M, incident angle is I1 by sine of refracted angle is R1, which is equal to refractive index mu. The refractive index air to glass medium. So I am writing as mu air medium to glass medium. Okay, so mu AG is the refractive index at point M. This is the first equation. Similarly, I am applying at point L. At point L, sine of incident angle is I2 by sine of refracted angle is R2 equal to refractive index mu. Here glass to air medium, glass medium to air medium. So some textbooks, in case of mu, they are written as n also. Mu or n, both are indicated for the refractive index. This is the equation 2. Observe here equation 1, equation 2. I am multiplying equation 1 and 2. Now multiplying equation 1, 2, sine of I1 by sine R1 into sine I2 by sine R2 equal to mu AC into mu GA. This is the multiplication of equation 1 and 2. Observe here, mu AG is the refractive index, air medium to glass medium. We can write refractive index of glass by refractive index of air. Can I write like this? Mu AG, you can write mu G by mu A, means refractive index of the glass by refractive index of the air. Next, similarly, I can write mu GA is the refractive index of air by refractive index of glass. What happened here? Glass refractive index cancel. air refractive index will be cancelled. So here 1. So I can write like that, sin I1 by sin R1 into sin I2 by sin R2. Here 1. So from diagram, from figure or from diagram, observe here, this is the Z. This is the Z. Okay. So in this Z, two angles are there, that is angle R1, angle I2. So these two are opposite angles. So according to geometry rules, opposite angles are equal each other. So angle of R1 is equal to angle of I2. This is the equation 3. I am substituting equation 3 in above equation, means sin of I1 by sin of R1 into sin of I2 by sin of R2. In case of R1, I will substitute I2. So sin of I1 by sin of R1, R1 in case of I2, sin of I2 into sin of I2 by sin of R2 equal to 1. Here sin of I2 will be gets the cancel. What about remaining terms? Sin of I1 sin R2 equal to 1. I am doing here cross multiplication, sin of I1 into 1, sin of I1 equal to sin of R2 into 1, sin R2. Both sides sin will get the cancel. So I1 equal to R2. This is the fourth equation. Okay. So from the fourth equation, what we are understanding? I1, angle I1 is equal to angle R2. Okay. So angle of I1, angle of R2 both are equal to each other. Now I am taking equation 1 from equation 1, sin of I1 by sin of R1 equal to mu AG. Okay, this is the equation 1. I am substituting equation 3, equation 4 in equation 1. So in case of equation 1, substitute R1 equal to I2. In case of equation, substitute I1 equal to R2. Substitute equation 3, 4 in equation 1. What we get? We get sin I1 means R2. Sin, in case of I1 we substitute R2 by sin of, in case of R1 substitute I2 equal to mu GA. Observe here, equation 2 is sin I2 by sin R2. Now I am reciprocal of the equation, means 1 by mu GA. What we write? Sin of I2 by sin of R2. In case of sin I1 by sin R2, what we substitute? Mu AG. In case of sin I2 by R2, we can substitute as mu GA equal to 1 by mu AG. This is called principle of reversibility. This is called principle of reversibility. So in case of glass slab obeys the principle of reversibility condition. That condition is refractive index of mu AG equal to 1 by refractive index of G to A. Coming to diagram, this is the original path of the light in the glass slab. But what happened in the glass slab? The light is passing from this direction. So what is happened? The path of the light is shifted. The path of the light is shifted. The shifted path we called as lateral displacement of the light in glass slab. This is called lateral displacement of light in glass slab. One more point, these two lines are parallel each other. So the shifting of the light in glass slab we called as lateral displacement. So this area is called as lateral displacement. So definition of the lateral displacement we can write the shift in the path of light on emerging from a refracting medium with parallel faces is called lateral displacement. The shift in the path of the light on emerging. Emerging means the refracted ray is also known as the emerging ray from a refractive medium with parallel faces. Glass slab has two faces, one is upper face, this one is the lower face, is called lateral displacement. Now expression for the lateral displacement. Lateral displacement is, I am going to drawing a perpendicular line at point L. This is the perpendicular line at point L. This line gives the lateral displacement. I am taking here O. Okay. The thickness of the glass slab is T. Thickness of the glass slab is T. So the line OL is lateral displacement. So we are going to find out the value of OL. For this I am taking a triangle in the diagram. So triangle, observe here carefully diagram. This is the one triangle. This is the one triangle. Here angle is delta. Here angle is delta. So this is the triangle. The name of the triangle is OML. Triangle OML. Angle is delta. I am applying sin theta for the triangle. Sin delta. I am going to draw the triangle. This is the triangle MOL. Okay. Here angle is delta. So for this triangle I am going to apply the sin delta. So what is the opposite side for the diagram? OL is the opposite and ML is the hypotenuse and MO is the adjacent side. Apply the sin theta formula, opposite by hypotenuse. So OL by hypotenuse is ML. So I want to find out the OL value, means OL is the lateral displacement. OL equal to ML sin delta. Okay. Next, from figure or from diagram, I am extending the normal line into the glass slab. This is the normal line. I am extending into the glass slab. I am taking here point is U. Okay, observe here, this is a triangle. This is a triangle. So the name of the triangle is LMU. The name of the triangle is LMU. For this triangle, I am going to apply the cos. Angle is R1. Cos R1. I am drawing the diagram. This is the diagram. Here M, U, here L. Angle is R1. Next, the both lines are parallel, so here value is T. I am going to apply the cos theta. Here theta is R1. So cos R1 equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. So adjacent side of the diagram is, this is the adjacent side, this is the opposite side, this is the hypotenuse. So adjacent side means M U by hypotenuse is ML. We know that MU value, that is thickness of the glass slab, T by ML, that is the cos R1. We want to ML value. So ML equal to T by cos R1. Simply I am doing here substituting ML value in OL. So OL equal to, what is the ML value? T by cos R1 into sin delta. From figure, this is the angle I1. This is the total angle. This total angle is equal to the R1 plus delta angle. The total angle equal to this angle. This is the sum of the R1 plus delta. So from the diagram, angle I1 is equal to the angle R1 plus delta. I want to delta value. Delta equal to I1 minus R1. In case of delta, I am going to substituting delta equal to I1 minus R1. So OL equal to T by cos of R1 sin I1 minus R1. This is the displacement, lateral displacement of the glass slab. Okay. If you know the thickness of the glass slab and R1 angle, I1 angle, we can easily find out the lateral displacement. How the light, path of the light is shifted. How much amount is path of the light is shifted. This is the expression for the lateral displacement. OL equal to T by cos of R1 sin of I1 minus R1. This is the expression for the lateral displacement. We will meet in next section.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.